Ladies and gentlemen, I am your planetary defense commander, Star-Lord Nuthor 7. I'm also running for president in 2020, and I love you. My life has been so crazy. The last month, I haven't had time. I forgot to cover the most important theory that I've come up with in the last 2 years, and that is my Eris and planetary orbital angular momentum theory. And it looks like we have more evidence that this theory might hold water. And I know science thinks it's settled and that it's all just the carbon all the time. I'm like, nope. I think the sun and the solar system might have a big effect on our Earth atmosphere and weather. So nobody talks about Eris in GOP. Yep, maybe I am the nobody. So here we go. In March, around the middle of the month, we had records shattered as a land hurricane moved over Kansas and totally destroyed parts of our infrastructure, levees, dams. We're talking in Nebraska, Iowa, South Dakota, Missouri, and a lot of those places are still feeling the brunt as like billions of dollars of crops got destroyed, livestock. It's some of the worst flooding that area has seen on record. And so, in my theory of the Eris angular orbital momentum, pretty much in one rotation, would that be the sun? We're now coming back around, and that from that storm, the record set was at 969 millibars of pressure. And so, my theory is that when all the gas giants are on the same side, which they are now, in the Eris, then at the Eris alignments, we might see major pressure pushing down on our atmosphere in the form of cyclones and hurricanes. And so, on my theory, right here, the 19th, you can see this is now only 10 millibars away with 15 days to go for these to change. It's only 10 millibars away from breaking the all-time record that was just set last month. And so, one of the best ways that I displayed that my theory might be correct is last year during Hurricane Michael, all the meteorologists were saying that at best, the majority of meteorologists, like 90% of them, were saying at best, Hurricane Michael would be a Category 1 hurricane. And I said to everybody, no, we need to prepare for a Hurricane Category 4 or a Hurricane Category 5 based off the Eris alignment. See, this is 2018, October 11th. And so, although this, I don't have the exact alignment pinpointed, but as you can see, Earth, Eris aligned. And I said this way ahead of time. I think I gave 3 months notice on this. And so that is why I said, hey, no, it could be a Cat 4, Cat 5 because of all the gas giants on the same side. That makes the Eris alignment more potent. And so that is how I knew, and I was correct on Hurricane Michael, on the intensity it would be. And so I got that correct when most other people said it would only be a Cat 1. And so Eris, which NASA, Mike Brown, Chad Trujillo, Scott Shepard, I don't think they were working for NASA at the time, though. They took a photo. They found Eris and Caltech. It's different, but kind of same. I don't know. It's hard to explain. And so they found Eris, and they made Eris Planet 10. The International Astronomical Union made it Planet 10. And Mike Brown was like, it's way bigger than Pluto. And then he changed his mind that it wasn't bigger than Pluto. And you then demoted Eris from a planet, and then they demoted Pluto. And so nobody cared about all the new planets they found. They only cared about Pluto getting demoted. So nobody talks about Eris. And it's one of the things I've been doing at Thor News. Like, hey, that new planet thingy they found that Mike Brown was saying was way bigger than Pluto. That shit is fascinating. It's way more fascinating than politics or soap operas. Do they even have soap operas anymore? So I thought people should get interested. And so, like I said, here on my Eris alignment, it's the 19th, right, the 18th. And the difference being that, the Earth is on this side. See how it's over here? And so it shouldn't be as bad as the one that is coming in October. So that we just pretty much can gauge off the Eris alignments. That when the Earth is on this side or this side during the alignment, somewhere, I usually do plus minus 10, 11 days, that we're going to get a massive pressure system over a body of land. And so, the trend has been that it will be over the United States for some reason. And so I think it's something we really need to pay attention to, especially since if my theory is correct, then we will see this pressure system on the 19th be lower than the 969 bomb cyclone. Does that sound like sound science to you? Or someone was saying earlier on Twitter that it's a waste of time to try and predict locations of hurricanes in April where they might hit during hurricane season. I think that's a defeatist attitude to, that if my theory is correct and that the planets actually have a major effect on our atmosphere, then we might actually be able to figure out where the storms are going and when they're going there. So, it doesn't hurt to come up with a crazy theory and then try and back it up, because so far I'm doing a really good job of it. If figuring out major scientific challenges that we all face together on Earth is a good thing, Anyone mean money or kisses? Don't go negative. Okay. I said to myself, so yeah, dude. And so then, if it turns out that I am correct, and I'm the greatest planetary defense commander of all time, then that means, this storm in 2 weeks, this is a red alert, Mayday. This storm is going to be a nasty mofo for the United States as it crosses over. And then October, around the 18th, plus or minus 10 days, 10, 11 days, 2019, this hurricane season, we need to definitely be watching out for the Category 4, Category 5 hurricane on this date. Where would it go exactly? I don't know. Can I figure it out in the next few months? Maybe, dude. Maybe if I didn't have people hacking my shit all the time, blocking all my things, fucking with me night and day. Maybe if I had money to pay rent and the very basics, and so I could just focus and work, and maybe if I even had the thought that maybe someday I'll get to kiss a beautiful woman again, I could figure that shit out. Or maybe more people would be like, hey, maybe this theory's correct. So we'd work like as a team to figure this shit out. And then we got 6 months, half a year, to figure out where that hurricane is going. And so it is possible that we could do that we could figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And so, I don't know, she was so stressful and my PayPal's all fucked up, so I just stopped worrying about paying my rent. And the owner was like, hey, don't worry, I'm not going to court to kick you out till Monday. I was like, all right. So I've been worried about that shit. Probably won't worry about it for a couple more hours. I'm just saying, man, I have been here all along for 6 years trying to say, when the sun acts weird, earth weather acts weird, and people act weird. And that, yes, the alignment of the planets may have a major deal, man. Planetary orbital angular momentum. It's that all the planets are spinning around the sun as they fly forward, right? And so the big, huge, massive planets, the gas giants, Neptune, Uranus, Jupiter, Saturn. I've tracked it back and go to my other videos, and I found that the New Madrid earthquake, when it happened when all the gas giants were on the same side. And some of them line up with Eris. And so I tracked it back to when they had a bunch of volcanoes erupting on the west coast of the United States. In the 1800s, all the gas giants were on the same side. And so the evidence is pointing towards when you get all the gas giants on the same side, because remember, does this look balanced to you? Does this look balanced to you? Look at, these are the littler planets: Earth, the Moon, Mars. And so all the bigger ones are out here. And so there's not a lot of balance right now. If these were swinging around, it's kind of like if you're in a rave spinning glow balls around your head, and you've got like 9 or 10 glow balls. If they're all on the same side, then there's going to be more weight distribution. I don't know, but I'm saying our solar system is a very complex animal. And so the idea of just kind of thinking carbon runs everything, I don't know if that's such a sound theory. I definitely don't think a carbon tax is a comprehensive strategy for the Earth changes we are going to be facing over the next 6 years. Because we would be seeing this instability in our weather for sure until Jupiter, which is the fastest of the gas giants, comes back around here till we get more balance out of our big boys out there and ladies. And so I'm just doing what I can to help. And so somehow, something happens to me. I at least said, hey, we're definitely watching this giant major storm 2 weeks from now. And we were watching the hurricane around October 18th-ish. Anyway, 10th or 18th, And so, hey, I don't know. I'm just doing what I can to help. And I love you guys. And if you do want to support me, I have my mailbox down in the information box. I put up for a Venmo. It seems to work. Thanks for the people who contributed. Thanks to all people who've supported me all along the way. The fact that I'm here is amazing. The fact that I'm alive took a million miracles. And I love and appreciate you guys. And I have been under fire for so long for just telling the truth. And trying to unite us as one Earth family. So if on days like today, or I'm just making the crap kicked out of me, and hey, it looks like my theory may be totally correct, which might save a shit ton of lives and allow us to set up a infrastructure future and realize that, yes, we will have challenges, but no, it's not total doom. This is not massive super volcano stuff blown off. This is just a natural process the Earth has been going through for millions of years. Because if you watch these low pressure systems, when they move up and down along the coast, you can see how these pressure systems carved our shorelines over the million years, if you have any type of imagination. And so, I will definitely make a better edited video about this. So I have all my mojo back. Yeah. So this is about as good in science as I get. And so I guess we will find out. But definitely I would say, if this storm around the 19th or 18th breaks low pressure records that have already been broken a month ago, then yeah, my theory definitely is solid AF or N. And we should put more manpower into it. And more mind power. Okay? Sound good? Love you guys. Stay cool.